If your goats are dying unexpectedly, it's crucial to rule out common causes like diseases by vaccination and keeping a routine deworming schedule. Make sure that you vaccinate for internal and external parasites regularly. Make sure that you provide enough nutritional supplements for your goats. If you're a goat farmer out there, you might be wondering and asking yourself, why are my goats dying? I have received several of such questions from people around the world asking me, why are my goats dying? And I've had to explain in different ways. There is no one particular thing that leads to dying of goats. So in this video, we'll try to navigate some of them. Because losing goats can be one of the most distressing experiences for any farmer out there. And if you're noticing unexplained death in your herd, it's essential to identify the root cause as quickly as possible to prevent further loss. In this video, we'll explore the common reasons why goats die, what you can do to protect your herd. 1. Let's talk about infections and diseases. Infections and diseases are the leading cause of mortality in goats, especially if they are not promptly diagnosed and treated. Let's break down a few of some of the common diseases, especially among goats in the sub-Saharan region. 1. Pneumonia. Goats are susceptible to respiratory infections, especially in poor ventilation conditions. Symptoms include coughing, nasal discharge, and labored breathing. If you see a goat struggling to breathe, just know that's one of the signs of pneumonia. Of course, there are other conditions also that can lead to similar symptoms, but that's a major sign of pneumonia. And pneumonia can rapidly progress, especially in young or stressed goats. 2. There's a condition called enterotoxemia. It's a technical term, but often called overheating disease. This actually occurs when your goats consume excessive amounts of grain, in which case they experience what is called proliferation of bacteria in the gut. So these bacteria produce toxins that cause severe, often fatal damage to the intestine. 3. There's what is called CAE, caprine encephalitis. This is a viral disease which often affects goats, leading to arthritis, especially in adults, and encephalitis, which means actually the inflammation of the brain, especially in kids. CAE is a very progressive disease and can eventually lead to death, especially in kids who develop neurological symptoms. 4. Jones disease, a chronic intestinal infection caused by mycobacteria that can lead to severe weight loss, diarrhea, and eventually death. The other second thing that you should be looking at are parasites, both internal and external parasites that are a major cause of death in goats, especially if they live in unregulated or poorly managed herd. Thirdly, we have nutritional deficiencies, which actually means poorly balanced diet in goats. A lot of people only imagine a balanced diet among human beings, but even goats, even animals need a balanced diet. And actually, a poorly balanced diet can lead to virus health issues and even death in goats. So, deficiencies in key nutrients such as vitamin E, selenium, calcium, magnesium, and several of them can be a cause for unexplained death, and you might be wondering why your goats are dying. Lastly, toxins and poisons. This is also a very common cause of death in goats, because goats are very notorious and known for eating things they should not. So in most cases can lead to poisoning. This actually includes eating toxic plants. They can eat leaves that they're not supposed to eat, and then they end up developing serious and severe medical conditions. What can you do to prevent death in your goats, especially those that you cannot explain? 1, and this is a rule of the thumb for me, it is something that I've been doing and I found very helpful. Vaccination for some of the common diseases in goats. Make sure you keep a regular vaccination schedule. Make sure you have a good hygiene practice, and make sure that you have prompt veterinary care, and which helps you to prevent many of these diseases. There are a number of vaccines out there which your veterinary professional can help to recommend them for you. A lot of them are done annually, once a year. Saves you a lot of cost in treatment of your goats. So for parasites, firstly, the external parasites like lice, ticks, and mites, this can also lead to discomfort and also a serious cause of death. For those, make sure that you keep keep and maintain a deworming schedule for your goats regularly, as much as possible. For those who can access laboratories, you can try to use fecal egg counts. This is where through laboratory tests you can be able to find out how much worms are in a goat using the samples from the goat. So if you can access laboratories, you can be able to have that service. Make sure that you rotate your pastures to reduce the buildup of parasite larvae, and make sure that you provide for them a clean housing where they sleep to prevent external parasites as well. That will help you. To make sure that that your goats are receiving a balanced diet and the right mix of minerals. There are a lot of things that you can do to make sure that this is happening in your farm. You can buy mineral blocks, you can buy salt, you can give them different varieties of grass, provide them vitamins, and make sure you supplement also with some free choice loose minerals to ensure that they have access to all the necessary nutrients. And also try to familiarize yourself with the plants that are toxic to goats. Many people do not know this. Actually, when you graze your goats in natural grass, there are a lot of grasses that they are not actually supposed to eat. So make sure that in your pasture you have weeded off such grasses with the help of your vet, and that such risk is mitigated. And for chemicals within the farm, make sure they are stored safely away from goats, and monitor their behavior to make sure they have not ingested dangerous substances. So in conclusion, if your goats are dying unexpectedly, it's crucial to rule out common causes like diseases by vaccination and keeping a routine deworming schedule. Make sure that you vaccinate for internal and external parasites regularly. Make sure that you provide enough nutritional supplements for your goats. So if you do all this and maintain good farming practices within your farm, and also with the consultation of your veterinary professional, you'll be able to have a thriving goat herd. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, comment, share, and follow our channel for future videos. Thank you and goodbye.